Coming next to the stage, we got Oscar Carvajal.
Hey, that's good, man. All right, man. I want to talk about the Trojan War, right? You know what? Watching the Trojan War, the biggest thing that I learned, the biggest difference between Greeks and Mexicans is that Greeks had to build a Trojan horse to get through the Trojan walls. And I feel like Mexicans, we would have just climbed that wall, right? Like, dug a few tunnels underneath it, man. Pay a coyote a few thousand, show a secret path through, right? Like, we're better at getting through border walls is what I'm trying to say, man. According to the Iliad, it took the Greeks 10 years to get to Troy. This is a true story. When I was a little kid, this lady that used to live with us got deported back to Mexico. Within 3 days, she was back in Chicago, right? We're just better at this. That's what I'm trying to say. The Greeks didn't need, like Agamemnon and Ajax, right? Like, they needed, like, a Paco and a Pablo in there, right? Show them a secret path through, man. But there was no Mexicans in the Trojan War. No Latinos at all in the Trojan War. Which is very weird because one of the main characters, his name is Hector. Right? Like, I never met a Hector that wasn't Latino, man. Growing up, most famously, there was a Puerto Rican boxer named Hector Macho Camacho, right? Rest in peace, man. I feel like if you give him some gloves and you take Achilles' swords away, he can beat up Achilles, man. Like, he was a little dirty, so maybe in the 5th round, hit him in the heel, right? He'll lose a point, but in the 6th round, Achilles will be so weak, he'll knock him out, right? Thinking about the Trojan War, was that the Trojan War, the whole reason the war started was that some dude was mad that his wife left him. That's it, right? That's the premise of the war. And my feelings on that is just like, feelings change, right? People evolve, man. Wives leave husbands all the time. Like, get over it, dude, right? Work on yourself, dog. Get a new hobby. Go to therapy, right? You're the king of Sparta. Somebody will love you eventually, man. Like, your descendants are gonna be the basis for the movie 300. Like, it's all gonna work out for you. No need to go to war over this, right? Like, no need to gather all the best warriors in Greece, man. And I love the Trojan War because I love history, and everybody who loves history loves the Trojan War, which is weird because the Trojan War is not history, right? It most likely didn't happen. And if it did happen, it certainly didn't happen the way it's being told today. But people that like history still like the Trojan War. To me, this is like if astronomers secretly liked astrology, right? Like if they were to go to like an astronomy convention and instead of talking about like Pluto, they're talking about horoscopes, right? Like, they're over here like, well, I'm a Capricorn and Mercury's in retrograde, so that means I'm gonna have bad luck, man. After the Trojan War came the Odyssey. There's another book we have to read in high school. I don't know if you guys had that out here, but the Odyssey is basically the journey of Odysseus back home from the Trojan War. And it took him 10 years. So it was 20 years in total that he was out. And he was mad when he got home because he thought his wife might be with another man, right? So he left her for 20 years and expected her not to cheat. Like, you can't do that, right? Like, you can't leave someone alone for 20 years and expect them not to cheat. Matter of fact, if you left me alone for 20 days, I'm a cheat, right? Like, get on Tinder, right? Or I'm a tempted cheater. Maybe I'm Bumble, man. I say I'm to say, matter of fact, if I left for 20 years and I came back and my wife didn't cheat, I would leave her just on principles, right? Like, what is wrong with you, man? Go see a therapist with the king of Sparta, right? Work on yourself. That's my Trojan War bit.